We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Buenos Aires taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Back to throw, Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howell running right on the option. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Nighthawks.
Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's big for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell now to throw it. That's out to... And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now Howell. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense offense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll work down inside the 45. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
19 target, 19 target. 69.
And Howell will throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Howell. This is caught. Touchdown. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Nighthawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Good job right there.
Wilson will throw again. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 7. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete out to Dotson. And he goes out right around the 39. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down, Levi's.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A 1st down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season is because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Got his man. It's Dulcich. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
One last shot before the break. Howell looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down, Howell now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Howell's got this one to Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. His second touchdown on the season. And the Nighthawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go back to the ground with Williams. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Wilson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
A 39-yard attempt.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. There he goes left side. And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Howell going to audible to something else. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be...
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Alert!
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Gibson on the read option. Big Mike Purcell with a tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. They're knocked back to the 20. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Michael Dana. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett, rolling to his right.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 60 yards.
And the Nighthawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Wilson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
95.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 81 yards.
And the Nighthawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity.